Hey, it's Geek Public Radio right here on geekpublicradio.com. We are hanging out, having a great time. Today, we're going to be talking about Sony's answer to Activision Blizzard purchase and a whole lot more. So let's get into this. All right, so we are here hanging out, having a great time. It's been a thing.
It's definitely been an adventure, but again, for like the 8th time this year already, it's going to be back in the studio. So lots of exciting stuff to get to, lots of exciting things to talk about. But first, we would be remiss if we did not mention we got a brand new sponsor for you guys today, and this particular block is actually going to be sponsored by the folks over at GoodMorningMars.tv. The Good Morning Mars Show is an internet TV show based out of Seattle, Washington, and you can join Warrior Danica and guests as they bring a blend of classic rock music, inspiration, encouragement, just a little bit of humor before your eyes. With all that option available to you, it's a veritable smorgasbord of entertainment. Now, the folks over at GoodMorningMars.tv have been making music, performing live for years at outdoor concerts, conferences, and events throughout the Pacific Northwest, and now they're excited to bring their bold brand of entertainment directly to you through the magic of the interwebs, that beautiful, lovely thing that we call the internet. Now, they would love for you to join them as they help take your mind off the day and promise to be super good company in the process. They are currently in that second season. They're still going strong, so be sure to check out www.goodmorningmars.tv to see all that the Good Morning Mars show has to offer for you. That's goodmorningmars.tv. Make sure you tell them that Crazy Chris and Topher from GPR sent you down that way. There we go. Thank you guys very much over there, goodmorningmars.tv. Appreciate you guys very much. So, with that lovely mess out the way here, we've got some really cool stuff to talk about. But first, I want to apologize to everybody for last week not being able to get the show done. Was not in our plans, but Mother Nature has a way of being particularly pissed off at exactly the right moment, and this just happened to fall on the weekend.
That's the
stuff
truth.
Going on. So Jassel had surgery, and then Mother Nature decides to jump to dump like 4.5 years of snow.
Jump up, just decide to drop her bits.
Yeah, like a lot. It was bad. She dandruffed all over the state. The telephone pole, the light pole, utility pole, all that stuff went down the house. My particular area was pretty bad. I ended up getting trapped in the house.
Oh, fun.
I didn't get the R. Kelly. I didn't get trapped in the closet. It was kind of nice, but I did get trapped in the house. Big line came down over the front of the driveway area. It's pretty rough, man. So I wasn't able to go anywhere until Friday, and then by that point it was I had to get Jassel for her surgery. So it was just too much going on, and then the roads were still awful come Saturday and Sunday. So we do apologize. It was just a crazy amount of timing at that particular moment that kept us from being with you. But we are here together now, so I hope that counts for something. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Is it us you're looking for? Oh, they're tuned out. Oh, they're gone. All right. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us. Like Topher said, we do have a lot to get to, a lot to talk about, and we are definitely going to do that. But first, or second, I guess in this particular case, make sure that you guys smash the likey button and ring-a-lingy-dingy that belly button. Okay.
Great. Now I can't even remember her name.
Ring-a-lingy-ding.
One ringy-dingy.
Oh, the girl from the operator lady. Yeah. Oh my gosh. We're supposed to be the pop culture people. We don't remember simple things. I blame you. I started blaming the parents. But yeah, if you guys haven't already, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. to make sure you get notified. Ring that belly button to make sure you get notified every single time that we go live or we have a particular show available for you. And every time that we drop content, you will be alerted to that particular message. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Sony answers the bell, but in my opinion, not with a particularly strong acquisition, but an acquisition regardless. And nonetheless, Sony managed to pick up Bungie Studios, Bungie Entertainment, Bungie LLC, I guess is what their actual proper name is now. Picked them up for what, $3.6 million?
Yeah, it's right around that number, and it's right definitely like less than 10%. I think it was like 5% of what
their market share was.
Well, no, of what Microsoft paid for their.
Oh yeah, Sony playing the long game. I'm actually surprised at this point Sony's just not come right out and been like, or Nintendo's just not come right out and been like, you know what, guys, we're just gonna buy Sega. We just own Sega now. So, good luck.
Well, see, this is.
But nobody wants the Sonic franchise anymore,
right? But no, talk about one ringy dingy.
All right. It wouldn't be a show without you smacking the microphone at least once.
No, the difference between the two acquisitions is girth. Yes, I said it that way. You got to think of like Activision Blizzard. You're picking up Activision games.
The difference is the bolt.
Yeah. You get all the Activision games. You have all of the Blizzard games. You have King and all the mobile platform stuff and all of the stuff that comes in, like the Raven Studios and all of the other stuff.
And that's so it.
That's like purchasing 5 or 6 different companies for the same price or on one bundle.
Sorry, I've got like an oxygen deprivation issue over here. I was just like, we got to yawn. Anyways, yeah. So, good grief. You'd think that we'd have this mastered by now, guys. The truth of the matter is, we're still the small potato guy. We're still 100% small fries in a big basket, and it does take us a minute. So we promise we'll get it together in like the next 5 minutes or so, and the show will start to flow a little more smoothly. I promise. This is an outlier. This is not the normal. I'm sure everybody who's familiar with the show believes that. They're like,
yeah, sure it is.
Hey, Chris, we've been hearing that for 10 years, buddy. But yeah. So, yeah, with the acquisition of Bungie, obviously Sony does get the Destiny franchise. And you and I had talked a little bit about the Destiny franchise as a whole, and I think we're in the same boat. There are millions of people who enjoy the Destiny franchise, and I think they have the Witch King is coming out very soon. It's new. I believe it's an expansion for Destiny 2. So it's like a new season or something like that. I haven't done a lot of looking into it, guys, to be quite honest with you. So don't come for me.
Child.
Right? Don't come for me in the comments. Not a franchise I follow with a lot of vigor or fervor. It's not something that I horribly interested in, but I do understand that there are a lot of people that are interested in it. So it is worth mentioning that does drop relatively soon, if it hasn't already, but it's called the Witch King and Destiny franchise expansion. So obviously Sony now will own the Destiny series, but the thing that I found fascinating was that Sony had kind of reiterated that they were looking to keep Bungie a cross-platform company. Right. They weren't really going to interfere a lot in their marketing. Basically, to the Sony's president said to the Bungie, whoever CEO or their president or whoever, he just basically told them, hey, make the games for the consoles that people are going to play. Make the games, right? So if you think that this is a cool exclusive, then of course we want it. If you think this is going to be something that people across all platforms want to play, release it for all platforms, right? Like they pretty much left a lot of the day-to-day.
Well, I mean,
that's a good, smart strategy.
And literally, it was the same move that Microsoft did when it came out. It's like, hey, we're going to be moving a lot of these platform stuff over, to doing this stuff and giving it access on our Game Pass. But it's still open. Like we're not taking Call of Duty away from the PlayStation. We're not doing this.
No, and honestly, I talked about it'd be foolish. I mean, you cut your money market in half, and at the end of the day, why did you buy it if you weren't looking to make the money? Like, I understand that Microsoft is petty, but that's because I equate Microsoft to Bill Gates, and he has less to do with that company now than he ever has. So
technically, I mean, if you get it down to the nitty gritty, yeah, they answer to like way down the line, but Microsoft Games and the Microsoft Game Studios and all of that stuff.
No, they're their own company.
It's pretty much their own.
Yep.
You know, they just happen to like, hey, we're part of this company, so all of our tech is done. Like, we just build off of the tech that we have.
Right. And they do good with that. So, sorry guys.
I was laughing, because a buddy of the show was literally like, I mentioned that the last I think it was Reach was the last one that
Halo Reach
Bungie did, or the Halo series.
2007, I think, is when Bungie was acquired.
Because they did
when Bungie left, rather. I think that's when Bungie left Microsoft.
So, but that put it like right in like Reach era, and then like he's like, it goes figure that the last good game that Bungie put out was
worth a look.
Was Halo.
Worth a Google.
Because he was not a fan of the Destiny franchise. I played for a little while. It didn't. I don't know what it was. It just didn't, catch.
And I was the same way. I'm just going to be quite honest. Reach was 2010, so this was actually Reach was post. I thought 3 was the last one that they did. I think that's the last Halo that they released. So I believe they completed their trilogy, and I think after that is when they went their separate way. And then that's when you got Infinite, which I think is the new one.
Well, I mean, you got 4, Reach,
OSTD,
5,
OTSD, not OSTD. Oh my God, there! No, sorry. So I think that was the 3 was the last one that they did.
So you had like ODST, Reach, 4, and 5, and then now you have Infinite.
And now you have Infinite, right? So so I think 2007 was 3, and then after that was just all 343 Studios, which I stopped playing Halo after 3, so I don't have a dog in this fight.
Now the funny thing is,
I have seen Infinite. It looks great.
Oh, I'm digging it. I was looking at some of the stuff that they put out for the Halo TV series that's going to be on.
There's only one Halo
Paramount.
TV series. There's only one.
Well, Red versus
Blue.
Right.
There's no other. Why would you? You can't.
So like here.
I watched the Halo movie and was not a fan.
Well, they didn't. They haven't put like an actual. That was,
it was like
all,
the
all
animated
cut,
one.
That was all cut scenes from the games. Put
No,
together.
they had an animated one.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
And I did not like it. Everybody else swears by it, and I was like, didn't like it.
But this one, the series is. Tell me if this reminds you of anything. A young orphan girl who scrounges tech parts and whatnot to survive.
Yeah, Star Wars Episode 7.
Yeah. Ends up saving whatever the Master Chief and helping bring about the end, finding something special within herself to bring down the evil bad person.
Moana.
It literally is a carbon copy of
Star Wars Episode 7.
Yeah.
That is
for a whole series. And Master Chief is a supporting character. Because we're following this young orphan girl. Done!
Okay, I need you to repeat that slowly to make sure that I absorb this information properly.
Master Chief is not his own. Is not the main character in his own show.
Okay. Done.
I mean, I can get past. There's a lot of people who are just whatever. I can get past casting choices. I can get past all of this stuff, but and they're making it say that it's on another timeline or whatever, so it doesn't impact the games. It's actually a prequel to the Halo series. In the timeline where you would normally fit the thing because they haven't found the Halo yet. You know, they just are now getting news of the Halo. You're like, find the Halo, win the war, which totally sounds like shave the cheerleaders.
Save the world. I was just thinking that, right? Find the Halo, save the world.
But he's not the main character. I mean, if it was more of an ODST style thing, where we're doing Halo, but we're following other Spartans, we're doing all of this other stuff. That's cool too. But
a
random person,
like Rogue One, right? Rogue One did an excellent job of telling the story of how they acquired the Death Star plans while being original, keeping the story. Like, I will say this, hands down, Rogue One is one of the best Star Wars that they've released in the last 20 years. Period.
And it literally picks up because it ends
right where New Hope. I mean, that's the perfect precursor for and yes, I said precursor on purpose for those Halo fans out there. It's the perfect precursor to A New Hope. It worked out perfectly, and it made sense.
Yeah.
This does not. I now benefit of the doubt. I haven't seen it. I don't. I'm not. There could still be a way that they fit this all in. It sounds dumb. And if you're going to have a standalone one-off story, don't include the main cast. Make it not include the main cast. The great thing about Rogue One is it was not about the Force. It was not about Jedi. It was about regular people doing extraordinary things.
It is about the rebellion coming together, and I actually give you...
Dude, I'm going to beat you with that microphone.
It went limp. It went limp.
Rosie O'Donnell walked in the room. Demonetized!
So I keep looking back here to the thing
to the monitor
to make sure that one, we're not been removed from things, and that to make sure that if we have any chat coming in.
Hold on. Go ahead.
I've lost my. But no, if they made it about other Spartans, like a whole another, like the ODST or whatever, like there's another troops or whatever, and that was their thing, I'd be fine with it too. But it literally, the teaser was Master Chief without you seen the scars on his back or whatever, and then they put the armor on.
Right.
That was the teaser. And you're like, awesome. That actually looked pretty cool, And then you see this on a desert planet thing, explosions happening. You do get to see... what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. You do get to see some of the Covenant.
Okay.
And they look pretty good. But other than that, it kind of looks bland outside of having Master Chief there and other Spartans there. It looks like a bland sci-fi show.
See, and I think that's a huge miss. Now, obviously, we've got off topic here because we were talking about Bungie acquisition. But
well, I mean, we slid into Halo, talking about Halo, and then this.
You didn't slide anywhere. You didn't slide into anywhere with that microphone going. Just pushing the rope over there. Did we ever explain to people this is not necessarily a kid's show? I don't think we haven't had that disclaimer in a long time.
Right.
We are adults. We talk about adult things. We make adult jokes and references. If you're okay with that, great. If not,
well,
doors over there.
We tend to
technically like right there, but we tend to be pretty good about that on this particular show. But
yeah, there are other shows that
are R-rated, NC-17.
But so yeah, I mean, that was just one of those things that jumped on me for that. For the thing was like literally, it's taking one of the most highly criticized Disney plots.
Yeah, and then just
applying it to somebody else's show, just like He-Man, Kevin Smith He-Man literally had nothing to do with him. They killed him off in like episode 1. And then the whole thing was about She-Ra and Tila, not She-Ra, Tila and all of that stuff.
How did I miss that?
Oh, I don't know how you missed it, because like the entire internet was pissed off. All of the Masters of the Universe fans were pissed off. Remember, that's the one that you can't do that to.
I know. I'm so sorry, everybody. Guys, we're sorry.
It's been a minute since we've been in here and actually...
Everything got moved around. We had to readjust. We're usually pretty good
Mass
about it.
hysteria.
Mass hysteria. Dogs can't sleep together. That's around there.
But, so like everybody, all the Masters of the Universe people were like, how can you have Masters of the Universe,
without the
He-Man's show, without He-Man? And then they turned that into all of the sexist people who don't want strong women, yada, yada, yada. And Netflix ended up burying, I think it was on the front ticker, you know, like shows to watch, Netflix originals to watch.
How long ago was this?
For 3 days. And then like it got pulled off of that because like it was like a 22 on Rotten Tomatoes.
How long ago was this?
Last year.
Okay.
Sometime. And then the second part came out and no fanfare. Like they released the second part with nothing.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, that's dumb.
And it literally, they're doing the same thing on Paramount now with this. And it's not a matter of not wanting strong female characters. There are strong female characters.
I watched Shut In yesterday, and I have zero issue with strong female characters.
Right. No, but
it was awesome. If you guys haven't seen Shut In,
if you're going to make
only one place you can watch it right now, but holy God Almighty, that movie was phenomenal.
But if you're going to make a movie about Halo, and the main character in Halo is Master Chief, that is the person, why have him be regulated to she helps him, she saves him and defeats the bad guy, and then that sets him up to be whatever he is later on, as you know, down the road.
I mean, you could honestly hear me out, Hollywood. Have this little girl, is a little girl?
She's supposed to be a teenager.
Okay.
She's played by
an adult, for sure. Okay. Have this teenage girl be the person that comes along, saves Master Chief's life one day, but whatever the situation you want it to be. Okay. Then as she grows up, she starts to fall in love with Master Chief. Rebuttals, right? No, just listen. Hear me out. I know it's the trope. It's the hero worship thing. I know it's the trope, right? Just hear me out. Hear me out. She ends up sacrificing herself a second time to save him, and she becomes Cortana.
You'll see Cortana's already there.
Oh, well, then I guess just...
So, no, that's the thing, is like, you know, Cortana's, you get introduced like, hi, I'm Cortana. Boom, 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 boom. You know, and in the later Halo games, you find that Cortana was literally one of Dr. Halsey's, like, it was her AI, it was like, actually, her look was patterned after Dr. Halsey.
Yeah.
So you get to see Dr. Halsey, you get to see whatever, you get to see all of the stuff going on in the show, and I was like, okay, I like that.
And then
Master Chief is not the main character.
But then he gets the story.
Like, why can't Master Chief
be the main character of a Halo movie?
or even a Spartan? Give me any Spartan.
Right. They could be a female Spartan.
Yeah, I mean,
they
totally have them.
Yeah, like a lot of them. They have a lot of them, and it's totally okay. Like,
yeah. The whole team that's there with Master Chief is like
if you want a strong female heroine, do exactly what Nintendo has been doing since 1983. Samus.
Yeah.
Samus. Literally, just find somebody to play Samus Aran and let Metroid have its day in the sun, because that lore is so rich and deep. It is beyond it. Like, they have animated series, or not animated, they've had animated movies for it, and they're phenomenal. They're so good, and the lore is so freaking good.
The funny thing is
it's original.
They're being attacked on all sides. So you have there are ladies who are upset because they take a beautiful young Asian actress and make her look ugly, or make her look unattractive, and whatever, like make her less attractive than she is,
Okay.
in order to push this thing, kind of like they did with what's her name in 8.
I'm gonna get real hung up on the who cares if she's ugly.
Right. Well, I mean, you're talking about like why not celebrate like beautiful Asian women? I mean, why do you have to, like, just because all of the Caucasian women here, just listen, all the Caucasian women are all of these beautiful women, or Spartans, and you
Have they never seen Charlize Theron in Monster?
Well, I'm talking about in context of the movie, or of the series that they're in.
But there's lots of movies that celebrate beautiful Asian women.
I'm just saying that was one of the things that they're tired of Hollywood having,
Lucy Liu
having to beat up and dress down women.
Okay, that's a really weird, like,
I
get
like
it.
I said, they're coming out from all sides.
Right.
So you got like
weird hill to die on.
So, well, I mean, like
everything else has made sense.
My hill to die on is it's not about Master Chief
right.
or Spartan.
Which I'll join you on that hill. Right? I don't mind it.
I mean, I don't mind having female Spartans.
Fine.
I don't have.
She's Asian, fine. She's ugly, fine. None of that bothers me. But the Master Chief thing actually is like, and it doesn't even.
Or the fact,
it doesn't,
I mean, like,
it's not that he's not the main character. It's that he's in it without being the main character.
He's a supporting character.
Right. That's honestly okay.
Like I was saying, the Spartan team can be a rainbow of diversity. That still would be cool to me. I would love the crap out of having a full Spartan team like that, like a full fire team going in and dealing with these things,
right.
Finding the information and getting the stuff over to Master Chief, him showing up in the last episode, getting the coordinates for the ring, or for Halo.
Right.
Literally, like, at the end of that, stepping right into where game one begins.
Perfect.
That would be awesome, and it'd be
Perfect.
like,
not like the Book of Boba Fett, where he's not in 2 straight episodes, or he had, like, I think 5 minutes of screen time in two episodes.
That was more set up for Mandalorian 3.
I know, but it's still really funny to me that it's called the Book of Boba Fett, and he was in the last 2 episodes for like 5 minutes.
Well, he was in the last one for a lot longer.
Well, this would have been last week's episode, so I have stuck true to my F Disney pledge, and I don't watch it, which is unfortunate. But
it's been getting a lot of grief, but I've actually not minded. I mean,
I like Mandalorian. Like, don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I like Mandalorian, and I love Boba Fett.
What I'm saying is the Mandalorian is a different, because, well, people are complaining that it's not like, oh, it's so whatever.
Oops, sorry.
It's the Mandalorian was a Western.
Yeah.
That's the way the series was structured.
Spaghetti Western.
It was a spaghetti Western. This is still sticking with kind of the Italian theme, but this is more like Godfather. This is a organized crime movie or series.
Sure.
So you're not going to have the same stuff. The reason that Mandalorian came in was probably because they needed to get some stuff squared away for season 3's coming up.
Yeah.
They left season 2 in a weird spot, so they had to bring him back. 2, how realistic would it be if you are trying to get all of the support you can, and you literally helped this dude do all this stuff and became really, decently close with this other Mandalorian. He goes off, does his thing. Are you not going to call and say, hey, I need help?
It makes sense.
Story-wise, it makes sense. It is funny that they took an entire episode, but it also set up Boba Fett coming in as being the wielder of the
Dark Saber.
The dark saber,
Yeah.
and it set him
Listen,
up.
just because I don't watch it doesn't mean I don't know what's happening.
Right, because it's talking about the what was the name of the the
Pauldron?
no, yeah, the beast on here, the
Yeah.
Mythosaur. The
okay.
the Mythosaur shall rise and lead us into a new, and that's literally the crest on Boba Fett's armor.
Right. He was supposed to be Mandalore.
Yeah, he will rise up, take the black saber, and become the new Mandalore, and lead Mandalorians into a
Mandalore. Yeah, I know. I liked what they did. Like I said, I liked what they did with Mandalorian, and I'm sure Boba Fett's probably got its own little thing.
Like I said, if you like,
I like how they explained his survival.
Yeah,
because they actually kind of stuck with the Book of Boba Fett, or they stuck with the Boba Fett trilogy. I like that. Yeah,
they are bringing, and I want to. This is probably all Favreau and his team, but they're bringing the legends, the pre-Disney Tony Zahn, Timothy Zahn. My brain.
It's okay. That's what I'm here for.
Bringing in all of some of those things like
Stackpole.
Because they've already.
Those are the ones I'm going to be real honest with you. The Stackpole. Bring Michael A. Stackpole's freaking X-Wing series. Which, by the way, the X-Wing series, as far as the Legacy series, is probably some of the absolute best legends stuff that they have. If you have not read the X-Wing series, even though it's not canon stuff, go read it. It is amazing. Aaron Alston and Michael A. Stackpole absolutely delivered, and Wedge Antilles literally became one of my favorite characters. Like just what he did. Who was the only other person to survive 2 Death Star attacks besides Luke Skywalker? It was Wedge. Wedge was the only pilot. He did it without the Force.
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
What was the other one? It was another Red Squadron.
There was not Dak. Wes.
This is the fat guy.
Orkins?
Yes.
There's Wes Jansen. Wes Jansen was also, but he came in on the second Death Star attack. He's the one that was with Wedge. He's the wingman with Wedge. But he came in the second Death Star. He was not there for the first one.
I was saying, like, the video of Porkins.
I want to do a Star Wars dating thing. I think that'd be really funny. Is to do like a Star Wars dating lineup where it's just like, oh, hi, like do one of the Gamorreans. Like, right? It's like translated at the bottom. just like have different.
I do have to say that while I have issues, I do have some issues with the season finale.
Boba Fett.
Of Boba Fett. They did. I'm trying not to be a spoilery thing, but something finally gets paid off, and it actually ties him back to his very first appearance in the Christmas thing. Yeah.
We don't acknowledge that movie. The movie does not exist.
It is now kind of tied in together because I'll tell you off air, but it's
all right.
But it was badass. I'm just saying, like, it was.
Speaking of space pirates and bounty hunters and all that, Destiny 2, obviously, is our Destiny. The Destiny franchise is obviously now going to be in the hands of Sony.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be surprised if they took it in a different direction to make it less EA style and more Sony style, which I can appreciate. It's going to be more of an Uncharted type, where you get cool stuff, but you can actually earn it as opposed to
buy it,
microtransaction it to death. Although they purchased it for a reason. This is what I said about Call of Duty. They bought it for a reason. Those microtransactions are real nice. Those make a lot of money. So that's only 99 cents for a new gun skin, and you do that 99 times. $100 goes real quick.
99. Well, we have 10 million people who play And all of them have paid,
paid $1.
$1 to do this other thing.
$10 million. Yep. It's not hard to do. Like, that's the thing. That's
we need to put out an app.
Like, we need like a little mobile game, right? For 99 cents, right? It's the stupidest thing. It's just like we poke our faces and we say stupid shit.
But make it for free. But then 99 cents, you can get like different phrases.
We can bring back like because with lots of costumes that we've been in, right? We can bring back you in the fireman's outfit, right?
Yeah, there you go.
But you can unlock the
cop, the cop outfit,
the cop, and then the pink beard. Literally the pink beard for me, the dreads beard. Yeah, that'd be awesome. The dreads, the mohawk. You could put the faux hawk back on him. You could put hair back on you.
Hey, I actually have hair. I know.
Wait, I meant hair on me. My giant 5 head. There you go, folks. I hide it, man. There's my 5 head. You're welcome.
That still reminds me.
Which one?
the ad lib line that The Rock did in the Fast and Furious thing. When he comes walking up, he's like,
hide your baby oil or something.
Yeah, here he comes. You better hide your baby oil. And he's like, you better hide that forehead or whatever.
The 5 head.
Whatever. He's like, hey, that was just a joke.
So yeah, there are a couple new games that are coming out. So just for everybody's like fun and enjoyment. But before we do that, we will. Wait a minute, I was looking for something and now I don't know. Okay, well anyway, I guess
you're squeaking.
Yeah, let's talk to Rutledge Productions. So obviously we're always happy to bring about Rutledge Productions. So if you guys want to check it out, rutledgeproductions.com. Thank you guys over there for all of the awesome sponsorship work that you guys do. We really do appreciate it. And I know we have other sponsors, and I don't know what they are or where they're at.
Horrorpress.com.
Thank you. You're going to have to do this one.
Horrorpress.com. It is a place where horror fans have actually gotten together and made their own space to talk about what they want to talk about. It's a safe space, so if you want to talk about this one franchise and how it, you don't do whatever, you don't agree with them, that's fine. You love this franchise, you want to talk about how, like, the in-depth stuff, that's fine with them too. Horrorpress.com gives you all of the new horror stuff.
Gives you all access to brand new horror movies, horror genres, horror comics, anything and all things and everything horror.
Yeah. It is pretty cool. It is, you can sign up, make your own posts,
and
become your own, use it as your own horror blog space.
And on horrorpress.com, you can actually talk to all of your friends about the greatest horror movie that was ever, the award-winning movie, Black Book, right there. Right, and you could talk about the comic that's coming out. You could talk about the movie. You could talk about how you can go to blackbook.com and actually purchase your own copy of the Blu-ray movie and the DVD and the book itself. And if you're so inclined and you want to hear my beautiful voice repeatedly serenading you throughout the rest of the day, and I'm telling you right now, it's a 6-hour Audible. You should pick that up. It is incredible. I did a great job.
Ask me, I'll tell you.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, if you go to horrorpress.com and ask them, they'll tell you the same thing. They'll be like, that guy right there is the greatest voiceover ever existed. Patrick Warburton can eat his heart out. He ain't got nothing on me. And Mark Hamill's Joker is second only to mine.
Sure.
Horrorpress.com.
Horrorpress.com.
Thank you guys.
Another one is Lamplight and Lamplight 1883. No, it's 1883.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
It follows. Was it Danny O'Shea?
Is it David? Danny.
David.
I think it's David.
Now we're all butchering everything.
We're sorry, guys.
But
we're professionals. We're sorry.
As it follows him as he's working for Nikola Tesla in London, and also
as a Parker. See, I remember.
And is also working nights with Scotland Yard. And some stranger comes up wielding a sword and hands it to him and sparks his whole new journey in life as he figures out where his ancestry and all of the stuff comes into the.
You said it was Lamplight?
Lamplight1883.com. Did I go with this big long spiel about how cool? But all this is set during Jack the Ripper's thing. So he's working on Jack.
Give me a minute.
He's working on Jack the Ripper the 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 helping with that and being tossed into this shadow uh, conflict that has been happening for centuries. As he like completely ducks out of the way as my brain shut off.
1888.
1888.
1888. I was like, why does it sound like we're both wrong? Okay. So
Lamplight 1888.
And it's Davy O'Shea.
Davy O'Shea.
Davy O'Shea. See, you said Danny. I said David. We were like right there. Oh my God. Oh mercy. Okay, so apologies to A. David Barrett.
It's David
David Barrett, right? Yeah. Which is why I got the David thing. Okay, so apologies to you, Mr. Barrett. We are, I swear, we're professionals. Like we had the whole thing written out, and I did the voiceover thing.
Yeah, like the advert has been playing on.
Yeah, the advert's great, right? And then you were like, "Oh, we got to do it on the show too." And I was like, "Oh God, I forgot." But yeah, so Lamplight is set for release in mid-March. Lamplight does follow, as we said, Davy O'Shea. As he works a sparker for Nikola Tesla, and then he's granted the Sword Excalibur from a stranger one night while he's moonlighting as a detective for Scotland Yard. They're to hijack the Ripper's mad murder spree. And so he actually launches into an adventure, learns all these different things about his past and how it coincides with his future, and how he might, in fact, be the key to defeating an evil that is centuries and millennium. So it sounds really cool. As far as speculative fiction is concerned, I'm very excited about it. So you guys should check that out. We have the proper website now, guys. I'm so sorry. We're sorry to A. David Barrett. It is Lamplight1888.com. I almost said it again. I
don't know why that's the second.
I know. 1883 is the one that stuck in my head.
Right.
Right. And then it was 1886, and I was like, that doesn't sound right. And it's because the 8 was like, okay, it's whatever. But anyways, so special thanks to A. David Barrett for allowing us sponsoring this trip. We do appreciate that. Thank you very much. You guys, check that out at lamplight1888.com. Make sure you pick up the copy mid-March.
All right.
Mary said blackbook.com, so we got that one out of the way. I like that you blended them together. Yeah. Okay. I have a giant dog behind me, so that's kind of why I'm squeaky, because I can't really move my chair like I usually do.
Well, he's not a giant. He's a middle size. He's a medium size.
Listen, when it comes to this chair and its ability to roll across carpet, that dog may as well be a boulder the size of Arkansas. Okay, he just can't move. But anyways, yeah. So I don't know how long we've been going. What are we sitting at?
43 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's not terrible. Okay, I felt like we were here for hours, and I think it's because between you bonking that, me smacking my lips in the microphone, me breathing too hard, the yawning, and the squeaking chair. God dang.
So what do we got coming up? We got
new games. Yeah, I was just about to say we were talking about new games, but before we did that with the sponsors. Okay. See?
Well, no, I was talking about what do we got coming up as Geek Public Radio?
God.
I know we were filming at the end of April.
Yeah, we got some coming up at the end of April. I have a few more movie shoots coming up in April. Like my entire April, I have no weekends in April. They're not. Oh my God, what do we have? Is there anything coming up in March for us?
No, because we were not able.
HoosierCon, right?
We were not able to get into Horror Hound because it took too long for us to contact them. When I finally got the okay to contact them, we're full. So okay. July for Days of the Dead, and then so we're gonna pick up our con stuff on the back end in the last 6 months.
That works.
So first 6 months should be will be pre-production for the backcountry segment of that we got coming up, and then getting things ready for the comic book, which is literally getting ready to be sent to the printer to have them print, and that way we can fulfill our Kickstarter. Indiegogo.
Very excited about that. Like I said, I've intentionally been avoiding the script and avoiding all the prints and the boxes, and I'm waiting. I'm doing like everybody else, man. I kind of want to be excited and surprised by this when I read it. It's like I'm reading it for the first time, and I'm very excited to see this in print and actually get my hands on it and read it with the rest of you guys. So if you guys haven't had a chance to yet, go to blackbookcomic.com theblackbookcomic.com. Make sure that you guys get your copy, get your reserve. If you would like to support us financially, you can do that there as well. And consider, of course, always consider becoming a member on our website, where we can talk about some of the other stuff that we're not allowed to talk about on YouTube and other platforms, because they get really strict and stringent about certain things, and we can't open our mouths, because if we do, they'll slap us with the big giant tech penis, and then it goes across our face, and it's terrible, and nobody likes that, and we're not allowed to talk about it. So,
no mushroom stamps.
No mushroom stamps for this crew. Not today. Maybe when we get to like Rogan-esque size, maybe we'll. And now there's a perma flag on our account.
Right.
Oh, we know what they're going to do with that power. Pow.
Double shot power.
Exactly. So, yeah, make sure you go to geekpublicradio.com. Consider becoming a member for us. It gives you access to all kinds of cool stuff. Gives you up and coming things exclusives. It gives you access to our movie and media library, all the past episodes, things like that, the blooper reels, and just the extra segments that we just can't show on YouTube.
And we just passed we're the 1,200 mark on our TikTok. So
yeah, I think we're gonna have some lives on TikTok and stuff real soon too. So we're gonna be coming to you guys from a lot of different areas, a lot of different platforms, doing a lot of different stuff. So we're gonna be Bruce Leeing our way into your minds, into your hearts. So just be prepared for the ridiculous onslaught that we are going to be bringing to you.
If you find yourself wanting to know how Lamplight 1888, how Horror Press, how Good Morning Mars have become sponsors, check out Fiverr. It is
Fiverr.com/geekpublicradio.
It's Fiverr.com. I can't. It's convoluted, whatever. But there is a link. There is a link on geekpublicradio.com for our Fiverr orders, which is basically gives you the opportunity to sponsor a show, sponsor several shows.
Yeah, if you want us to shout you out and you want us to talk about your stuff,
we'll get you on the radio station.
Yep.
Not only on our classic rock and top 40 station, but also if you're a fan of hip hop and R&B, all of that stuff, check out The Mix online. The Mix.online. That's been going really, really well. We keep adding music to it every single day.
Music. That's my favorite.
New
part.
music.
You get to add new music to it.
New music every single day.
Which means that if you are an inspired artist and you want your music played, you know who to contact.
Mm-hmm.
That was my mustache. That was all mustache on the microphone. So special shout out to all of my amazing friends over on my different social medias, and everybody that follows me on TikTok, everybody that follows my social media stuff. I appreciate every single one of you, every person that I play with on the PlayStation. I love you guys so much. Thank you very much. You guys are so amazing. I appreciate you very much. Thank you. You guys know who you are. Like, I'm done shouting names out. Like, go to Fiverr and look at Geek Public Radio if you want me to shout you out from now on. It's cost no money. Not really. All right, so yeah, we appreciate everybody coming out. The last thing we want to talk about, by the way, is if you guys are looking for any type of help, any type of guidance on how to build a successful social media platform, or how to build a website, or any of the things that help you to launch your particular brand, there's only one place you need to turn to, and that is, of course, beardedbranding.com. Beardedbranding.com brings you a beautiful plethora of opportunity for you to build your next global empire, to dominate the space of advertising, to launch your particular brand of loveliness. I don't know what you were trying to do there.
I have no idea.
I start clicking stuff. So.
I was trying to get just the solo on you, and apparently we don't have that set.
We don't have that set. No, it's got solo of you just looking at the computer going, what? But that is definitely not what will be in store for you. We will have a lot more professionals. We promise. But from
it's been a long week.
Shooting music videos and things like that, there are plenty of packages available to every single person that may have anything that they want to advertise. So to music, art, if you're an actor or an actress, just a voiceover, or any type of thing where you can sell yourself and your talent, we can help you out at GPR.com. If you're just a business and you want some help, what? Yeah, I know. Sell yourself. Yeah.
Phrasing.
Nope. So I said exactly what I wanted to say. I've got enough friends too. But you guys, beardedbranding.com. Let's go branding.
No, don't even get into that, because then we definitely, like, we're just like, everybody
It
just
sounds like it.
boom, gone.
I like the let's go branding thing. I think that's funny. Branding, BRANDING, YouTube. Your robot needs to be smart enough to hear what people are saying. Anyway, so yeah, I think, you know what, let's just go. Let's just call it.
I was gonna like wrap up with the games that were getting ready to come out,
yeah, new games that are coming out. You've got Assassin's Creed, the STO Chronicles. So it's going to contain all the games of Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and not 3. There's another one. I don't remember, but it's going to have all the DLCs and stuff like this. The STO Chronicles are going to be available for you very soon. The King of Fighters 15. So if you're a fan of classic fighting games, obviously King of Monsters has been around for a really long time. So you guys should check that out. The 15th installment of it. I mean, they've been doing this for a while. And then as well, of course, Dynasty Warriors 9, because why don't we need another Dynasty Warriors? Like, it's just mindless button mashing fun. So make sure you check that out as well. So there you go. There's your new and upcoming games. I'm particularly looking forward to Tiny Tina's Wonderland. I accidentally got excited when I was looking at the PlayStation Store, and I downloaded the wrong one.
I was gonna say, like, that's not out yet.
They took Assault on Dragon Keep and they rebranded it. They literally just branded it as Tiny Tina Wonderland's One-Shot Adventure.
And you're like,
Assault on Dragon Keep. But what I saw was Tiny Tina Wonderlands, and I was like, there it is! It's free! And then I was like, wait a minute. I've already played this. Wait a minute. This is still awesome. I'll play it anyway. Because it is phenomenal.
So when is that coming out?
March 25th. March 25th. Yes. Don't quote me on the exact date, but I'm like March 25th. I'm pretty sure is actually what it is. So March 25th, and I've been banging myself in the face with it, so I don't accidentally download anything else stupid, because at this point in time, somebody could be like, dude, I've got Tiny Tina's new access, bro. And I'm like, oh, give it to me. Give it to me. $100 and take my money.
Get it. Here, put it in.
You could sucker punch me really bad right now. So please don't. Beardedbranding.com.
All right, so we're going to get out of here. It's been a long day.
It has been.
We have a lot more stuff to do after the show, so we will talk to you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Hopefully, without the
oh, now it's not going to do it. Really? All right. You know what? That's just the perfect time to let it go. All right, guys. I have been Crazy Chris.
I am Topher.
Peace.
Old.